set them free. So remember your chains. Remember the prison that once held you before the love of God broke through. Remember the place you were without grace. And when you see where you are now, oh, remember your chains. And remember your chains are gone. And in the light of all that we've been forgiven, we will find our hearts fuller and freer to give and receive God's love. So remember your chains. Remember the prison that once held you before the love of God broke through. Remember the place you were without grace. And when you see where you are now, remember your chains. Oh, remember your chains. When you remember your chains, remember your chains are gone.
Remember your chains are gone. So I ask you to reflect on what it would feel like and what it would look like to break free from those chains. It feels really good. It feels like freedom. One of my colleagues, Dr. David Bruner, had this brilliant thing he said. Forgiveness is not simply an event. It is a paradigm, a way of being. This is the goal. Not just an event, but a paradigm, a way of being in this world. And in a world that works for everyone, this is part of the statement that forgiveness becomes the norm. That we are living as a way of being so deeply, so fully, that it does become the norm. We become free. We learn how to live in that forgiving state. And I want to end us with a story and then one more Holmes quote. The story some of you may be familiar with. It's about Plato's cave. And I'm going to just summarize it. There's lots of versions of the story. But it's an analogy. And the analogy is about people who are living as captives in a cave. And they are chained inside this cave. And they are chained in such a way that they are only looking at one wall of the cave. Behind them is a fire burning and things that are happening in front of the fire. And you know how shadows work. So the fire is casting shadows on the wall. The people who are in the cave, who have been chained there, this becomes their reality. It's the shadows on the cave wall that become their reality. One man is given the opportunity one day to go out of the cave into the bigger world. And it's so blindingly bright that his eyes can't even focus. And he has the experience of these things out here not being real, because he can't actually get his eyes to see them. And so for the man who broke free, what was more of the reality for him was back in that cave. The shadows on the wall were his reality. When all the while, freedom was right there. I apply that to my own life, and I say, what shadows am I making the reality? Rather than the true freedom, which is actually not right there, right here. Check out our own shadows, the things that we perceive to be real, that are holding us chained prisoners that aren't actually real. Everybody has some in their own life. You can figure that out in your own mind. What things? That's probably an illusion. We that too well. We let the illusions become real and they're not. So how can we break our own chains and say, I'm no longer going to look at the shadow. I'm going to find my inner freedom. I'm going to find what's real for me on the inside. And here's what Ernest Holmes has to say that goes with Plato's cave. We can sit in the shade or move into the sunshine. Sitting in those shadows, we may not really believe that there is any sunshine. But the sun would be there all the time. And the time that we are in bondage, real freedom exists. It is there, but we must awake to it. There it is, over and over again. What we say is that we are already living in a whole and perfect, complete spiritual universe, and we're the ones who have to wake up to it. We're the ones who have to declare our freedom, and one of the best tools I know to declare that freedom is to forgive. And what does forgive mean? Simply let it go. Let's be the ones who learn to forgive. Let's be the ones who learn to make that part of our daily practice, to let go of what's no longer serving us. And as we do so, we can know that we are contributing to the bigger picture and helping to create the world that works for everyone. Let's close our eyes and let's pray with that. Again, we close our eyes so that we can turn into the God, the energy, the universal presence that we understand. By whatever name I call it, I believe there is one power, one source, one higher energy, everywhere present. I believe it is intelligent. I believe it is creative. I believe it is love, which means to me unconditionally giving of itself. Every tree, every flower, every animal, every person, every ocean, part of that one divine energy. That tells me that there is an intelligent power that knows how to create all that. And then I bring it home close to my own being, and I know that my own mind, my heart, my emotions, my body, my very being are part of that intelligence. I'm created in that image and likeness, and I have been made whole and perfect and complete. Individualized expression of the one. Whatever I know is true of me is true of all of us, because I believe there is only one thing. That one thing is here for us to use. And so I speak my word today that each one of us has within us right now the power to forgive, to let go of that which is no longer serving us. And as I release that, I speak my word knowing for each of us that we have the power, we have the strength to move into something brand new, just as our founding fathers did. That we can move forward into a newness. We can move into the sunshine, which has been there all along. Whatever that looks like for each of us, I know that we have both the ability to release and the ability to move into something new. That is very powerful, and I am very grateful for it. I'm grateful to know that the love of God, the love of the divine is moving through us as we do this, and we are co-creating our lives. And as each one of us steps up to a higher truth, we enrich the whole entire planet. I am grateful deep in my bones to speak this word and to know this truth. And with this gratitude, I release it into that spiritual truth that knows what to do with it now. And so I just let go and let it go. And so